Hey guys, Kev here, and I wanted to do one last video leading up to the pre-order for the Divo knives Stout V2. So that is this model right here. This is a prototype. I only have one of the prototypes on hand right now. The other ones are being circulated for reviewers to check out, to get the word out, stuff like that. So pardon me, but I just have the one version here, which is the Belt Satin blade with purple Haze fat carbon and the purple anodized pivot collars. So the pre-order is going to be on August 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern. So that is Saturday, this Saturday, August 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern, okay? There will be limited quantities. We aren't 100% sure on what those limits are yet. We're still figuring out details with Best Tech, but it's looking like it's going to be 100 units per right-handed version and 50 units per left-handed version. So what does that mean? Well, there's 6 total versions of this knife that are going to be available for pre-order. And that's it. There's 6 versions total. We don't have any exclusives with dealers that are different or anything that you need to worry about coming out later and surprising you. That always bothers me when people do that. So you have 6 versions to choose from. Right-handed, you have 4 versions. Left-handed, you have 2 versions. And we had to do that because the minimum for lefties is 50, which is awesome of Best Tech to do for us. But we have to keep it to 2 versions, so it's 25 of each if we only hit the minimum, which is very likely with left-handed knives. It's just tough to sell those. There's just not that many lefties, and then you have particular design, and then you have how much it costs, and all of that factors in, and you just end up with so many lefties that'll order. So we only have 2 versions in lefty, but we have 4 in right-handed, and this filler tab will not be here. So changes, I guess I could cover those real quick. The only 2 that I am aware of at this point, well, there's 3 actually. The blade steel on this prototype is LMAX, but it's going to be Vanax Superclean in production. HRC 60 to 61, which is good, optimal for Vanax as far as I know, and I believe they do some kind of cryo to it. It actually takes them like an extra month to do Vanax because of the heat treat. But anyway, it's going to be Vanax Superclean. You're not going to have this filler tab because it's going to be a right-handed or left-handed version. Full lefty, full righty, okay? So no filler tab. And then this clip is going to be slightly different. You're going to have 1 screw that'll seat this in, and it's going to have the wire slots like a wire clip would. And the milled clip is going to seat into that and then have 1 screw. So it is just as secure as 2 screws. Trust me, it has the slots and those lock in, and then the screw locks that down. But the reason we're doing that is this knife is going to come with the milled clip just like this, but with 1 screw. And then you can remove that and you'll have the little wire clip slots under. And it's going to also come with a wire clip and possibly a 2nd screw to fit the wire clip, and then you could put the wire clip on if you like. We're also working with Best Tech to make sure that it will also fit any other aftermarket clips, wire clips. Now we can't guarantee that at this point. We're working on testing that. They were able to do that with our Buzz model, so we're hoping they could just match the size. But as of right now, you'll be able to have our milled clip or our wire clip. So those are the changes from this prototype that I know of. I can't think of anything else currently. So we are really happy with these. It is a complete overhaul from the V1. We have contoured it. It wasn't contoured on the V1. We have made it thinner. It was a little bit thick on the V1. We made it slightly taller. It was a little bit kind of short on the V1. We added milling to the bolsters. We used fat carbon instead of just regular the copper CF or micarta, so it's fat carbon. We added pivot collars. Those were not on the V1. We got rid of the logo stock, so it'll just have a blank pivot like that. We added a lanyard pin back here to the back spacer. We changed it to a milled clip, but again, also works with the wire clip. I mentioned contouring. We changed the drop off right here. Instead of a flat just cut off scale ends, it kind of tapers down, and we did that. Shout out to my buddy Jake, Bearded Gear. He mentioned this in his original Stout V1 review. It gives you a nice pinch grip right here. It feels really comfortable. Instead of having like just an angle there, it's just nice and confidence inspiring right there. We are doing Belt Satin and a deep hollow grind. So it's a very nice deep hollow grind on this. The V1 had a shallow hollow grind, almost a flat, and it was only Stonewash or Blackwash. So we're doing Belt Satin on this. We're also having a Stonewash version and a two-tone version. I'll talk about that in a second. We are doing Vanax Superclean instead of CPM 20CV. We added jimping right here, and we made the knife lighter in general. So it went from about 4 ounces to 3.5. I think that's all the changes. I could be, forgetting something, but that's pretty much the gist of it. We're really excited about it. It's a complete overhaul. Now the versions. So in right-handed, you can get this knife in this Purple Haze version. So you have Purple Haze Fat Carbon, Purple Collars, Belt Satin, Vanax Superclean. Then you can get it in Arctic Fat Carbon, Arctic Storm Fat Carbon, which is the blue pivot collar, Belt Satin, Vanax Superclean. You can also get the Arctic version with blue in a Stonewash Vanax Superclean. Then we have a sort of unique version that has White Storm Fat Carbon, satin pivot collars with PVD bolsters. And then I believe the hardware is black as well. The collars are satin. And then the blade is two-tone Vanax. So the way that works is you have a DLC on the main bevel, and then it's Belt Satin. So you can actually see the Belt Satin through the DLC. It looks amazing. And then you have a sort of horizontal satin like this, but not coated on the flats. So again, coated down here, but keeps that Belt Satin, and then uncoated here. And then you have coating on the spine, under here, and even inside the deployment hole. It looks really cool. We were sort of, we didn't actually ask for that. They did it, and then people really liked it. So we decided to go with it because it's a little bit different. And we had enough people who said they wanted one. So we're going to see how that pans out. But we are doing that two-tone version as well. So those are the 4 right-handed versions. In full left-handed version, we are going to do the Purple Haze one. So this version with Belt Satin. And then we're going to do the Arctic. So Arctic with blue and Stonewash. So that way lefties have the option of Belt Satin or Stonewash, and then purple or blue. So they have 2 options. We couldn't carry over the two-tone just because of the amount we'd have to sell. And I just, it's already going to be sort of a unique version to some people. So I just didn't want to risk that. But that's where we're at. 6 versions of it. It's going to be $325 on pre-order. We think that price is very fair. I mean, our Buzz model is $330 retail, and this has a lot more going for it with the Fat Carbon, pivot collars, Vanax versus 20CV, milled clip, milling on the bolsters. There's a lot of stuff going on here for actually $5 less on pre-order. Retail, this is going to be $375. So it's going to be $375 on retail. We're knocking $50 off for the pre-order because we truly appreciate everyone's support. We know you're helping us with the project, and we want to reward that. And, thank you for it. So we're going to knock off $50, $325 on pre-order, and, of course, we'll probably come up with something cool, like a patch or something unique to throw in as well with the pre-order. So that's it, guys. It's on August 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern. I really just wanted to touch base on it one more time, give you the full details, because we were kind of figuring it out as I was doing the other videos like a couple weeks ago. And now we're sure it's happening. and we know what's going on. So let me know what you guys think. I really hope you pick one up. We truly support it. We appreciate it. We know the economy's rough right now. We're doing everything we can to make things affordable as possible. We obviously have to incur costs as well. Yeah, we're just really excited about the V2. The V1 was a smash hit, and I really hope people see all of the improvements we made here and see how much better this really is than the V1. I love the V1. It was our first knife, but this is truly our best knife to date, in my opinion. So jump on it. We would appreciate it. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on Saturday. Hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.